quickly. I have to defend myself. I know these are bad decisions, but Aiden, these are what Aiden would do. Onward.
Let's see, onward.
Open door. Door open.
As you open the door, Winifred and Rags, you also see this large lycanthrope creature open the two double doors, or the double doors, inward. And the music now is in full swing for you, and now the sweet smell of meats and hot broth and just the vibes of a good time are in there. I need you both to roll me will checks. DC 15.
Okay. 19.
19.
37.
37. Okay. Something seems off. You said 37, right, Bright?
Yeah.
There is some sort of presence here. However, you're not able to tell what it is. But it's definitely given you, you feel uneasy because this presence is just, big.
I have a really random question, and I don't know if it would necessarily apply here.
Okay.
What do people's shoes and feet look like?
I'm sorry?
This is an odd What are you... At this particular...
Are their feet, okay, so the reason why I'm asking is because I just want to see, do their shoes look severely worn down? Does it look like there's maybe, blood leaking out of them? Do they look tired in any way? Like they're, not able to stop dancing? I don't know why my brain was,
At
to ask
this...
this question.
From what you've seen, people that typically don't have shoes have put bandages or tube socks on and wrapped it up. But typically people do have shoes.
Okay.
But you cannot see anybody inside this place, and there's... You're not inside yet.
Are they in any pain? Oh, I thought we were. You said that we were.
You are seeing Aiden step into this place. As you're coming down, Aiden gets there first because they got longer strides than you do.
Oh, I thought this was us going in after Aiden. I apologize.
You're
That's my
fine.
bad.
But that's a good question. That's surprisingly good question, despite how you phrased it. Proud of you. But you're able to get your way in there, and as you go in, Aiden, you see people. You see the bright lights that would come from torches and candles and a burning pyre. You can hear the sounds of and drinks. You can hear the sounds of people conversing, eating, drinking. I need you to roll me a will check one more time.
Okay.
Or...
You will, as you guys are entering in, so yes, you guys... Actually, no, you guys have both beaten the DCs. It's more about Aiden.
Okay.
Aiden's just a big dumb boy who rolled even lower than before. 8, 9, 10.
10? That's... Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
This place is bumping, and you're enjoying it. You go over to the barkeep and kind of tap on it to get his attention, and he doesn't seem to notice you. The other two of you, you're hearing the music, the jovial stuff as you step in past the werewolf. This place is empty, completely empty. No signs of a struggle, no signs of confrontation. There is a couple of tankards and other things like that that seem to have knocked over. Like maybe that there was a brawl at one point, but there are no bodies, no stains of blood or the smell of death. And you're seeing this large werewolf saying, actually, Aiden, what are you saying to this bartender that's just ignoring you?
Bud? Hello, buddy? Just literally kind of like leaning around and being like trying to catch his eye or something.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be working. What do the two of you do?
I guess Winifred will go up to him and just, or at a distance, kind of like at least an arm's length away of his arm's length. She will, just hesitantly just go, excuse me, are you lost?
You turn and you see Willifred, and she's looking at you. She's a bit... Willifred, why don't you describe what your character looks like to Aiden and the party, the people that are watching?
Yeah, so Winifred has kind of deep burgundy red hair that kind of falls to past her shoulders. Like I kind of previously mentioned, very vampiric, almost Scarlet Witch-esque. Dress, she wears a long black and red duster trench coat, hybrid coat, a V-neck blouse, also in a red color. It looks very uniform, with some leather pants and some boots, and she has lots of jewelry, mixed match, necklaces, bracelets, rings, earrings, things practically dangling all over her. And she has these like kind of piercing deep green eyes that just, at this point right now, as Aiden looks at her, are just concerned and confused, not just for you, but for herself as well. And she's holding this small creature.
A small
The
doll.
small creature. This small little creature happens to be a. It looks like it's just made of a bunch of different mist-colored rags put together, like whites and grays, and it looks to be roughly in the shape of a canine, like some kind of a wolf creature. One eye is green, and the other eye is like a reddish color with like a swirl in it. And I just like with a little stitched smile, and it's just being held by her, just like all floppy.
Did you want a drink too?
I look down at Rags, and then I look back up at him and say, there's no bartender there.
Raiden will look over at the bartender.
It's gone. All the lights, all the smells of fresh meat, drink, gone.
This place is weird.
Brett, I have a question.
Yes.
What type of check would be for, like, checking for a supernatural presence?
That would be a will check.
Alright, I'm gonna do a will check.
Just checking for a vibe, you can use some, like, whatever Rags classifies as, check. Detecting presence and thoughts and all that jazz.
Yeah, he's gonna use some of his, like, demonic supernatural stuff.
Okay.
It's called demon sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would be, if that's a skill in will, how would I calculate that? I'm sorry.
It would just be no, you're totally fine. Again, this is your second time playing this. It is just a straight will check unless you have a skill called Demon Sense, and then you would use
I have a skill called Demon Sense.
So whatever, is it a +1 or +2?
It's a +1.
So then it would be your usual number of will dice plus 1 die.
So for Damon, that your will would be because your will you said was 4, and then you get a +1 racial bonus.
No, my yeah. So that's
Great.
5, and then
Another one is
And
6.
then you would add another d6, so it would be total 6.
okay.
I also need to edit the comment I made regarding this earlier.
You are very quiet for me, my dear, and I've turned up your volume a lot.
Yeah, because I'm talking to myself.
Oh. All right.
23.
23. There does not seem to be any sort of demon around here or any sort of ghosts that you can detect. There is life in here, however. I'm thinking it's
This
how
does
you're
not
looking at
feel
this, you're
right.
seeing like infrared and different colors mean different things. There are some blips in this place that give off the presence of being a living creature. A couple rodent-like things, but there are a couple things in one of the rooms in the back, towards what you're guessing would be the kitchen, or maybe one of the many rooms that seems to be a part of this place.
If I may make a suggestion to you two.
Why
You
does
might-
it talk?
Don't worry too much about that. But if I may make a suggestion, you may want to go check into the back room.
Aiden looks over towards what would be indicated as the back room.
So the room that one of Rag's floppity little limbs kind of gestures over to as they say that, is the doorway that leads from basically behind the bar. You're guessing into some sort of kitchen area.
Okay. I guess stay back. And he's gonna make his way over towards the door
Okay.
and kind of like push it slowly open.
Winifred,
Because apparently this is a bad place.
that's well, Winifred. Question for you.
Yes.
How close are you to the front entrance?
That depends on how far Aiden got in.
I was at the bar.
He was a good like. This building again isn't that big, but you would have to, if you were trying to get arm's reach of him, you'd have to get like 10 to 15 feet away from the door.
Then be about 10, 15 feet.
As Aiden goes to push on the door behind you slams itself shut.
Well, that seems to be a bit of a problem, now doesn't it?
We could always break it down.
I think we should investigate back there first before we do anything else.
Yeah. When Aiden says we could break it down, she's going to look down at Rags and she's going, well, it won't be me.
I could break it down.
Right now, I think we're fine.
Okay. Through here, I guess. And he's gonna like continue going through the door.
You go through the
Getting
door,
a good look around.
and you hear some and you see a bunch of little bit larger than normal, well, a little bit larger than like corgi-sized rats. Just scurry off.
Why are they so big?
But back here you do begin to smell what seems to be like jerky of some kind or some sort of like dried meat.
I smell rations.
Along with, go ahead and roll me animal senses real quick.
Hey.
Wilfred and Rags, do you follow after?
Would my senses be related to brain, or would it be will?
I will say because you are a wary wolf, it would make sense for it to be part of will, because will is anything concentration based or like mentally based, but doesn't necessarily require you to be like intelligent to do so. Your instincts, your primal self, if you would.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you like to make the transition over, you can. New system, we're all learning
I'm
still.
going to. Yes, please. Because that makes a bit more sense. Because brain seems more like a logic thing, and instinct seems more of a, well, instinct thing.
Mm-hmm.
5, 8. Why did that have to be my 6 instead of the other one?
Oh no.
No, it wasn't something I had to take away. I just wanted my special dice to be 6 instead of a 5.
Mm.
10, 13 plus 6 is 19.
19.
I apparently don't get over 19 tonight. 20 is high.
The night is young. There is something live in here other than, small dog-sized rodents. Seems to be humanoid or is wearing clothing, at least, as you can smell a mixture of sweat with cotton, leather, and also you can slightly hear what sounds to be the sound of someone sharpening some sort of blade. Coming back from the room you guys were just in. Like, another doorway.
I would like to summon my snake, please.
Okay. Giant snake.
Excuse you.
You just gonna see this giant snake, like, what the hell is that?
You go back into the other room, and
She
you
doesn't
see...
say words. She just does some like kind of hand motions and just summons this.
I figured you just
giant
snapped.
F-off snake. No, I don't want to make noise right now.
No noise. Only terror.
No noise. Also, snapping is rude.
Aiden, if you leave the kitchen area, the door behind you closes, and candles on the cobweb-covered old chandelier begin to light. But
This seems like some ghost shit.
there's only one slight problem.
I can assure you there are no ghosts here.
Candles don't typically burn, purple.
Fabulous ghost shit.
That's not ghosts, I promise you. I would be able to tell if it was something along the lines of ghosts, I can promise you that.
Okay.
It's not ghosts.
I don't even know who you are.
Rags, darling, do you think that maybe it would be best if I set you down just to be safe?
You can if you want to.
I will gently plop him on the ground.
You guys speak a little louder, my dear. I'm watching the audio output, and you're...
I place him on the ground gently. A little plop on the ground.
Thank you. Okay. Do you go towards the sound of the sharpening stone?
Wait,
Slash-
what?
The sound of the sharpening stone slash the smell of human or some living creature.
Human.
I specify.
Something in clothes. Something's over there. Points.
I would like to have my snake lead over, and if I could peer through their eyes a bit.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Except there's There's a door.
Can I have it slither under the door?
How big is your snake?
Well, it's also not like physical, unless it is.
I figure since it's a
We never
familiar.
really discussed the parameters of my summoning. That's true.
And last time you did summon it, you did say it was a large, like, python-like thing that was following you around.
Yes, but I imagine it like more of like a. I mean, it would be physical, so you would be right. So, she would have it kind of stance, like kind of like sit up almost, like.
Oh, the periscoping method.
Yeah, by
Makes
the
that periscope.
door.
Mm-hmm.
And she would ask Aiden and be like, if you would open the door, please, so I can surveil.
Okay. I guess. Is it gonna bite me?
No. No, they're cute. And she'll kind of give it a little, pet.
There's not a thought
Okay.
behind those eyes.
Not a thought behind
Got
those eyes.
It's got a little blip.
A little bleep.
Doing that. It's doing that. What I just said in the chat.
Oh my lordy, yes.
Thank you for the
Oh, the
stretch.
precious baby.
Everyone, big stretches.
Stretch.
Stretch.
Oh wait, no, I think I have an even better version. It has to do with a different snake. Hold on. It's a better periscope. There we go.
Snake. Oh, the pointiest of noses.
The pointiest of news. That's pretty much what your snake is doing.
Yup.
But yeah, Aiden will make his way over to where he scented person.
Okay.
Potentially person.
Potential person.
At the very least, their clothing. It's the laundry room. It's fine. Anyway.
You open the door. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys being here. It's always a blast to do things with you guys, whether it be on Twitch or over here on YouTube or even TikTok. Around me, hopefully, if I can set this up properly, links to my other places where you can watch my stuff. If you want to see what I look like and me talk more about Dungeons and Dragons and other fun stuff, check out my TikTok. If you like the way I edit my videos / the style, check out my Fiverr. If you want to see me stream, I stream every day on Twitch. I have a lot of fun there. It's right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out my Instagram and Twitter also. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and as always, grab a cloak. It's cold outside.